My hands were shaking so violently that I couldn't even put the key in the ignition. I thought my grandson was bleeding in a jail cell. I heard his screams. I heard him beg for my help. But it wasn't him. It was a computer program designed to break my heart and steal my life savings. If you think you can tell the difference between a human and AI, you are dead wrong. Listen to my nightmare.
My heart is usually steady, but the moment I heard that voice, it felt like a sledgehammer hit my chest. I was in the garage, tinkering with my old Chevy. The phone rang, echoed off the concrete walls. I picked it up with greasy hands. "Grandpa, help me." That sob, that specific, terrified whimper Leo used to make when he scraped his knees as a toddler. It pierced right through my soul. My vision actually blurred for a second. I dropped the wrench I was holding. It clattered loudly on the floor, but I barely heard it. My blood ran cold, turning my veins into ice. I leaned against the workbench because my knees suddenly felt like water. "Leo, Leo, what's happening?" I screamed into the phone, my voice cracking. "Knee." I wasn't an old man anymore. I was a panic-stricken animal protecting its young. "I hit a woman, Grandpa. She's pregnant. There's blood, so much blood." The AI was diabolical. It added pauses for breath. It added the sound of him sniffing. It played my emotions like a fiddle. I was hyperventilating. I'm in the back of a police car. They are taking me to the central lockup. "Please, don't tell Dad. He'll kill me." Then the phone was snatched away. A rough, deep voice barked into my ear. "This is Sergeant Miller. Your grandson is in serious trouble, sir. Felony assault with a vehicle. We are processing him now." I tried to speak, but my jaw was trembling so hard my teeth clattered. "Is he hurt?" I gasped. "He's in shock," the cop said, cold as stone. "If you want to keep him out of general population with the real criminals, you need to post emergency bond. Now, you have 45 minutes before the judge leaves," the voice commanded. "Bring $9,500. Cash. Do not hang up this phone. If you hang up, we process him into the main cell block." He ordered me to get in the car. I fumbled with my keys, dropping them twice on the driveway. My hands were useless claws. I finally started the engine. I reversed out of the driveway without looking, almost hitting my mailbox. My heart was pounding at 150 beats per minute. I felt dizzy, lightheaded. I was driving too fast, running stop signs, the phone pressed to my ear the whole time. "I'm coming, Leo. Grandpa is coming," I kept whispering. The scammer on the other end was tracking my GPS, telling me exactly which bank to go to. I was a puppet, and he was pulling the strings. I ran into the bank, drenched in sweat. I looked like I was having a heart attack. The security guard stepped forward, but I waved him off. The sergeant in my ear whispered, "Remember, Arthur, do not tell the teller it's for bail. They will freeze the account for investigation, and Leo will rot in jail. Tell them it's for a classic car purchase." I stood at the counter, trying to control my breathing. The teller looked at me suspiciously. "That's a lot of cash, Arthur. Are you okay?" I lied. I looked her in the eye and lied to save my boy. "I'm fine," I wheezed. Just give me the money." My hands were shaking so bad I couldn't even count the bills. I shoved the stacks into a brown envelope and ran out. I felt like a criminal. "Go to the convenience store on 5th Street. There's a kiosk in the back." I followed the orders. It was a Bitcoin machine. I had never touched one in my life. The neon lights of the machine reflected in my glasses. The voice guided me step by step. "Scan the QR code I just sent you. Insert the bills." It felt wrong. Everything about it felt wrong. Why would the police take Bitcoin? But fear is a powerful drug. It shuts off your logic. Every time I hesitated, I heard Leo's voice whimper in the background. "Grandpa, Please hurry. That sound, it pushed me to keep feeding the machine. 1,000, 2,000, 9,000. I watched my life savings disappear into a digital black hole. Transaction confirmed. Wait there. An officer will bring Leo to you. I waited. I leaned against the dirty brick wall of the gas station, sliding down until I was sitting on the pavement. My chest hurt. I waited 10 minutes. Why? 20. 30. I tried to speak to the sergeant again. Hello? The line went dead. Just a click, and then silence. I called back. The number you have dialed is not in service. A cold wave of nausea washed over me. I threw up right there on the sidewalk. I knew. In that second, I knew. I pulled out my phone and dialed Leo's cell, my fingers slipping on the screen. He answered on the second ring. Hey, Grandpa, what's up? He was chewing gum. He was calm. He was safe. I dropped the phone and screamed. I drove home in silence. I felt hollow. I felt old. Stupid. Useless. That money was for my wife's care. It was for emergencies. And I gave it away to a robot. The police told me later that they found the audio clip the scammers used. It was from a 5-second video Leo posted on TikTok about a football game. That's all they needed. 5 seconds of his voice to destroy my life. Now, every time the phone rings, I flinch. I shake. I don't answer it anymore. The thief didn't just take my money. He took my trust in my own family's voice. But let's go back to the garage. To that moment of terror. Grandpa, help me. The AI sobbed. My heart pounded, yes. But my brain kicked in. I remembered the news report I saw last week. I gripped the phone tight. Leo, I said, forcing my voice to be steady. I will help you, but first tell me, what is the name of the teddy bear you slept with until you were 6? The line went dead silent. The crying stopped instantly. The sergeant didn't speak. The AI algorithm didn't have that data. It searched its database and found nothing. After 5 seconds of silence, I heard a click. They hung up. I fell to my knees, not in grief, but in relief. I called the real Leo. He was fine. That one secret question saved me $10,000. Do not trust the voice. Trust the code.